Hi, my name's Renata. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is dedicated to intercultural communication, expat life, job search and business skills across cultures, and foreign language learning. This is video number 4 in my weekly series of how to improve your English. Your English is already good, but you want to make it a bit more special, advanced, sophisticated. In this video series, I present a idiom, executive vocabulary word, and phrasal verb to you every week to help you improve your English. So let me share my presentation with you again as always and introduce you to the idiom, phrasal verb, and executive vocabulary word of the week. I always put them in a sentence or a little story. So here's our situation of this week. He's very creative. It's very hard to pass up his riveting off-the-cuff ideas. I wonder how he does it. Of course, there's one idiom, one phrasal verb, and one executive vocabulary word in here that I'd like to teach you this week. Let's start with the idiom. The idiom is off the cuff. It's an expression or an idiomatic expression, and I'll explain to you in a minute what it means. Our phrasal verb of the week is pass up. A phrasal verb is a combination of a verb and a preposition. The verb alone has a different meaning from the phrasal verb, so the combination creates a new meaning. So pass and pass up have two different meanings. This week we're going to look at pass up, and I'll explain to you in a minute what it means. One more thing is hiding here, which is our executive vocabulary word, and that is riveting. That's our special word for this week, riveting. Now, what do they mean? Let's start with the idiom. So our idiom was off the cuff. Off the cuff is an expression that means spontaneous or without preparation, like a magician pulling a rabbit out of the hat. Yes, I'm sure the magician prepared this, but to the audience, it looks very spontaneous. Ta-da, there it is. But what is a cuff? So these parts at the end of the sleeves of a shirt, that's actually what we call a cuff. So if you're asking, well, that doesn't make sense, does it? Well, you'd have to see where it comes from, the etymology of the expression or the words. But it is definitely something that is used a lot to say something happens spontaneously or without preparation. For example, you could say, just ask her for a joke. She'll know one off the cuff. Our phrasal verb of the week is to pass up something. To pass up means to not accept something that's offered to you or to not take an opportunity. Like in our picture, the girl is offered a piece of cake and she says, oh, no thanks, no thanks. So we could say she passed up the cake because it had too many calories or for whatever reason. But if you don't accept it, what is offered to you, or you don't take an opportunity, that's when you pass up the opportunity or the offer. And our executive vocabulary word of the week is riveting. Now, that's a very nice adjective that means fascinating, attention grabbing, or captivating. You could use fascinating, but if you want to improve your English and sound more sophisticated or eloquent, these are the type of vocabulary words you want to add. Riveting. So, for example, you could say, watching the Olympic Winter Games was riveting. It sounds much better than fascinating. Of course, captivating is also a very nice word to add if you haven't known it already. Now, let's go back to our original sentences, our situation. Yes, you could have said this in much easier English. You could have said he's very creative. It's very hard to say no to or very hard to not like his fascinating, spontaneous ideas. I wonder how he does it. If you really want to improve your English, sound more sophisticated, more eloquent, say this. He's very creative. It's very hard to pass up his riveting, off-the-cuff ideas. I wonder how he does it. These are our 3 words of the week. Now it's your turn. Study, practice, put those 3 into sentences, use them all week long, and you will succeed in improving your English. Do come back next week for the next video, or find me online if you're looking for an English language and communication skills trainer. You can connect with me through my website or my LinkedIn page, and I'd love to hear from you if that's something you are considering. So that's it for this week. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this type of video, the 3 words a week, 1 idiom, 1 phrasal verb, 1 executive vocabulary word, subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for the next one. Thank you and goodbye.